welcome to Mark No Horsemanship. Here we are with Sundance, a McCurdy plantation horse. He's 10 years old. He's a registered Tennessee walking horse, but his bloodlines take him back to the McCurdy Walker, I think they're sometimes called. But today we're just going to do a quick little video on playing the squeeze game. The squeeze game is where you get them to go between you in a tight space. It helps them to overcome some claustrophobic issues they may have, and it's just an all-around good practice to get your horse to do. And the way I'm going to start it off is I'm going to give him a good distance between me and the wall, and we're just going to ask him to step forward right here and to go out and around me and to come in between me and this wall. You don't ever want to start this close to the wall, and you want to make sure you got all your groundwork working for you. As you can see, I haven't had to move my feet. He's going totally off of my direction and my feel, and I'm just going to ask him to come through here one more time, and then I'm going to step a little bit closer. I'm going to gradually get him up to being pretty tight right here. So I'm going to step forward once right here, send him back through again. He'll start thinking about it. He'll notice that the gap is getting smaller and smaller, and he'll have to start giving it more thought. Now, horses are born claustrophobics by nature. They don't want to be spooked yourself right there with the stirrup on the wall, and that's okay. They don't want to be in a tight corner to where they can't get out of it. That's their nature kicking in. That's their self-preservation. They may be trapped. Their nature tells them to do everything they can to not get trapped. I'm going to let him get a little bit more settled with this right here. And then after another time or two, he's licking his lips right here. After another time or two, we'll step forward and make it even tighter. Now I'm going to step forward again about another foot. And ask him to go through here. You'll see him start to realize, wait a minute now, we're getting a little bit tight here. So I'm going to see just how tight I can get this gap today, here in a minute, during this session. Got him through there. And after he comes through one more time, I'll step forward and make it even more narrow. We'll step forward here. Now, I like to get them to where they're almost rubbing me as they walk by. Now, look here. He's got a little opposition here. He's thinking, are you sure? Good boy. That's pretty tight right there. I mean, we're talking maybe 4.5 feet between my torso or my front here and the wall. So I'm going to make it even tighter here in just a second. I'm going to let him get settled with this. Getting a little bit of argument out of him, or a little bit of doubt, I should say. Just going to stay in here. Seems like it's a little too tight for my comfort, bud. I'm saying, oh, you can do it. I'm not going to bite you. Keep holding steady pressure. We'll try not to move my feet. Keep encouraging. See how he wants to rush through there now? That's because that claustrophobic nature is starting to kick in. He's licking his lips right here. I think he's going to be all right. Let's get this done a couple more times. Just keep encouraging. I'd like for that little running through there to go away. You might say, well, he walks through going one way and hurries the other way. Why? Because that's just the side that he's more comfortable on. Usually it is this side that they're more comfortable on, but it seems to be his offside. Right there, that's a little better. We're still going to work on that until it goes away a little bit more. I got Jessie Ann over here filming for me today. She's doing, hopefully, an awesome job. She's got her big sister Bailey standing there beside her, kind of helping her. Wouldn't know what to do without my videographers here today. So right here, we're going to come in here. We'll step a little bit closer. Now, I'm not going to be silly and step so close that I'll get stepped on. But this right here is probably going to be about it. But you see how well that horse is doing in that little gap right there. So that's just a fun little tip, a fun little video, a little information that I like to share with you on doing something different with these horses on a daily basis. They really need to be checked out from all angles. You know, a lot of people don't realize how to or what to do with a horse. when you're working it. You know, the definition of working a horse sometimes is unexplainable, but at the same time, there's all kinds of things you can do in that session of working with a horse, and this is one of them. It just keeps their minds in gear, so to speak. It's like a PTO on a tractor. You know, you turn your PTO on, the PTO turns. You disengage it, and it quits turning. I like to keep their minds turning. I like to keep the PTO in, the power takeoff. That's what PTO stands for. And I like to power take off their minds to where they're always in gear and running and always using what? The thinking side of their brain. So I hope that helped you. I appreciate you watching, and God bless.